Good afternoon, Aquarius. This is your reading for the 1st of December until the 7th of December. You are on Galactic Soul Healing. My name is Sonia Jane. So if your Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Venus or Ascendant is in the astrological sign of Aquarius in your birth chart, then this reading may resonate with you, maybe parts of it or most of it or all of it. But I also just need to let you know that these readings are not designed to replace the guidance or well-being professionals. So just so you know that from the outset. So we're going to pull some cards to just find out what some current energies you might be experiencing, as well as some things you might not be aware of, and some spirit guidance, and also a galactic collective and some oracle messages from them. So let's go here. We have the World, Aquarius, you have the Death as well, and Death card, and the Hanged Man. Oh my god, that's a lot of strong energies to read. We have 3 major arcana here. Right, so in the big picture of things, there are some really big upheavals happening for you, but in the end it's going to be about your mind, body, spirit, soul alignment. Yeah, we just had this, just had the Hanged Man for the Sagittarius reading, I believe. So let's just look at something that you may not be aware of. So this is a lot of big energies here for you. It's positive though, of course. Wow. 9 of Pentacles. Yes, it is positive. Ace of Swords. Boom. And the 8 of Cups. Okay. So this is really and it's going to be really great for you, like health, well-being, abundance, everything. But it's about walking away from those superficial things and walking towards or looking into the deeper things, the deeper aspects of life. Right in the center of your reading here, we have the Ace of Swords. So you're going to be getting some insights and some new information coming through. And you may have had this idea recently to embark on a bit of a spiritual quest. This 9 of Pentacles here is also very much like an Empress energy. It's about that balance between looking after your responsibilities and looking after your self-care. And I think self-care in the context of this reading is actually going to be about you moving into the deeper aspects of yourself. Okay, so let's just pull some cards from Spirit Guide for Spirit Guidance here, and I'm just going to see what guidance the Spirit has for you. Well, we have another Ace, so definitely new beginnings. Okay, and right, 7 of Swords and the 2 of Cups. So, wow, yeah, definitely transition. New things coming in. This is just a little card of caution to kind of be aware that you may have to just let go of some things that are perhaps not beneficial or healthy, or and that might be in terms of your thoughts, or it might be in terms of your physical health and well-being, but also just be aware that you, in this process, while the Ace of Swords can be a great impetus and a great energy to move forward, you may have a tendency to go backwards and forwards a little bit. But it's saying to just come back to the body here. Come back to the body. Perhaps do some breath work, body work. and also emotional work here. This is often a card about communication too, so it might be that you want to, in your quest here for moving into more depths of yourself, you might want to find perhaps people of like mind who are doing that as well. Perhaps like maybe a support group or a group that of people that have a common interest. Okay, and just sharing your ideas, thoughts, and feelings on things as well. And this is the symbol of the ego here as well. So it's really about balancing your the ego tendency to want to keep us in pain and the familiar old way of doing things, and versus the harmony that can be acquired through communication, honouring, self-care, and love generally. Okay, self-love. Aquarius, so this is really positive for you. Let's just grab a galactic card. Spirit guidance is also saying that I think in terms of the winged line there, the Assyrian line collective could be line being collective from Sirius could be of assistance there with your meditation, in your spiritual and soul activities, if you're looking into that. And here we have the Pleiades, so seeking karmic balance. So that's interesting, isn't it? So it's like you are looking to honour your soul now, and to do some healing. So let's look at 63. Everyone's doing healing at the moment. Really, it's all about healing. And by healing I mean coming to a greater honouring and appreciation and love of, unconditional love of all parts of ourselves, mind, body, soul, spirit, feelings, thoughts, everything. Okay. As a 4th to 5th density species in this era, Pleiadians are now experiencing a higher spiritual awakening, which many of us earthlings are as well. They recognise their past imbalances and have gained a sincere intention to balance karma by recognising that all things happen for a reason and learning from their choices. This card encourages you to do the same. A Pleiadian guide is most likely assisting you with this. Take an honest look at your repeating challenges and know that karma is at work. These obstacles are gifts to help you move to the next level of your growth. Embrace them and open to the lesson they are teaching you. So you may have acquired or accumulated quite an abundant lifestyle. Okay, but I'm sensing that you're wanting to go deeper now, and it's about and whatever has prompted. There may have been some prompt to you wishing to do that, to embark on that journey. It's saying to honour yourself in that and seek balance as well. You're definitely moving away. But it's almost like you're fairly comfortably, you're kind of set up to do it. Okay. It's actually a pretty smooth reading, this one. Even though this might look negative, it's not actually. It's really just a movement away from perhaps an occupation or a way of life or a lifestyle that hasn't really been ticking the boxes for you in terms of meaningfulness and fulfillment, and even for your own inner soul. It hasn't really fulfilled you as deeply as you would have hoped. This in your spirit guidance is like a gift. It's coming in. It's almost like like the sun there, and yeah, while this card here, Seven of Swords, it has like an enlightening kind of thing. So it's like there could be a tendency in your mind to, it might mean that, it might just mean like a card that you want to try out different things on this new path. So it may be a card of, experimentation. But, I mean, there is some risk involved in stepping into new areas, of course, calculated risk. But here you can see it's holding the swords. So it's almost like, this is almost like acting without thinking. But, I mean, if you can do this experiment with mindfulness and really perhaps, I mean, it would be more sensible to hold the swords by the handles, wouldn't it? So it's about doing things with care if you're moving through this journey. But like we said, communicating on the way. I guess this is a card of like, wanting to not a good idea to do anything too crazy where you're going to harm yourself, okay? Or putting yourself at risk to that extent may not be a good thing. And it's interesting that he's basically looking back toward this communication as if to say, oh, I wish I could have learnt how to hold the sword, so I'm not going to hurt myself. Let's... So it's sort of about care, taking care with things. Let's go with Starseed Oracle. We're going to do the Starseed Oracle. And I'll just grab a couple of messages from here. And this is from the Pleiadians. So the Pleiades are our cousins, are very close to us energetically and genetically. And I believe that when we have first contact, they will be the most likely the first collective that will make themselves visible to some of us, many of us, maybe all of us. Kind of exciting. Right, so let's see. Here we have, so this is, I mean, you're embarking on a spiritual quest here, which is kind of exciting. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So if you're more mature age and you feel like, oh my God, I'm only just embarking on this journey, that happened to me when I realised I need to go on a bit of a inner quest. It's sort of like you do go through a bit of annoyance because you're like, well, it would have been nice if I knew about this 20 years prior, but we just got to trust the timing, because if we didn't have all that experience before we begin our journey, then perhaps not going to get as much out of it. Okay, so really trust the timing. Whatever time you embark on your spiritual journey is meant to be. That's a gorgeous image. Hiraeth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. We might read the description of that one in a minute. Isn't that gorgeous? So this might be, prompting you to do some meditation, which is what the Hanged Man's doing here. He's definitely meditating. I mean, I wouldn't really recommend hanging upside down and meditating for a long time, because it could be risky for your health. But, I mean, if you do yoga, maybe you want to work up into slowly over time, learning how to do shoulder stand, headstand, whatever, provided that's advisable for your musculoskeletal structure. We are the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. So deep love, yeah. This is like self-care. This here is almost like self-honouring, communicating with self, and others too, but learning how to do that. Deep love. Okay, let's pull one more card and then we might read the description for the longing for the stars. And here we have fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Wow, and that may resonate for you at the moment. There may be something, a shift that's happened, an extreme sort of thing in your life, maybe that's happened, or an intense thing that's prompted you to embark on your inner quest. Yeah, the more we can come into center, calm, deep relaxation state to hold all those the paradoxes and the opposites, we can come into a wise center knowing of ourselves. Okay. Here I am. I'm just going to read this one. We can find it. And here, apologies. Here we go, page 74. Awesome. And I am there. Okay. Hiraeth is a Welsh word that's difficult to translate, but it refers to a certain longing or homesickness, a yearning for a home or a place to which we cannot return. The inexplicable, unshakable longing for home is common in starseeds and old souls. Perhaps you've had it since birth. For some, it's a distant memory of a planet, galaxy, or star system in the universe that their soul remembers and yearns to return to. A place they may have experienced more than Earth. For others, it's longing for this unity of source, a remembering of interconnected oneness. This yearning can lead some starseeds to travel, searching all corners of the planet to find a physical place that feels more like home. For others, it can manifest as a need to find home in people, communities, and relationships, a journey to find somewhere they truly belong. If you resonate with this yearning for home but don't really know where home is, you're being invited to remember that your soul chose to be on Earth. You're being called to fully commit to embodying your life. You're being reassured that you didn't come here alone and that your soul consciously decided to experience what it's like to be a soul in a human body on this planet at this time. You're being called to anchor all of your presence, your personality, your soul, and your spirit in the here and now, to fully commit to living this life right now, to commit to putting 2 feet completely in. There we go. So that's about all aspects of oneself coming on board with your on your spiritual journey. So that's what I have for you today, Aquarius. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you would like to press the like button, that would be cool. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.